Welcome to the DV Show.
So what's up with HubSpot? Wow, I saw the post on LinkedIn. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You're just like going crazy, man.
Yeah, just listening to customer requests and implementing them. HubSpot's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, kind of CRM platform out there. So it only made sense to integrate with them, and we do some really cool stuff. Not only syncing the data back, but feeding data in from HubSpot as well. If you have a contact record, you can essentially feed any of that data into the video, so you can personalize your buttons, questions, hotspots, all that kind of stuff with your HubSpot data.
Holy powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So how did this happen? Yeah. Did you call the people at HubSpot and ask for integration? Tell me the process. What happened there? How'd that happen?
No, we don't have an official integration with them, but they have an API, and we just implemented it. We decided what we wanted to do and we made it happen.
That's awesome. So for video marketers, why is this important? I mean, first of all, your company is amazing. Mindstamp is awesome. And my audience already knows about you in many different ways. So now that this integrates with HubSpot, what does this mean for video marketers? Why is this important?
Well, taking it a step back, what does interactive video mean for video marketers? And the answer to that is that you can get, much more value and much more use out of an existing piece of video content. Typically, the flow right now is you create a video, you post it, and then you maybe relegate it to YouTube, maybe post it back to socials a couple of days later. But generally, once they've seen the content, they've experienced what you've made. But with interactivity, you can get use out of it forever and ever. You can take that same piece of content and repurpose it with a call to action button, with some personalization, with some questions to collect information, capture leads. So interactive video just generally turns your video marketing assets into things that are reusable and continue to provide value over time. With HubSpot, like I said, that bit of personalization that you can send from the HubSpot contact record is super powerful, right? The minute somebody sees their name in the video, they see their company in the video, they see a piece of information about the video, it's a wow, that this person knows me, this is targeted at me, this piece of content is made for me. So as a result, they're much more engaged. They're much more likely to pay attention to your brand, your company, your message. And we love helping people do that. We love helping people get more value out of their existing assets.
I love it. So when you say like personalization of the video, does it actually like put their name up in the video? How does that work?
Yeah, so you can personalize any interaction on Mindstamp. So that's comments, questions, buttons, hotspots, and you can personalize them not only with their name, right, but any information that you know about them. So you can say, hey, Brian, I know at the DV show, you hired 6 people last year and your company size is 20. That means you might be eligible for this offer. Want to check it out? And you see that question, or you see that button, you say, holy crap, they know about me. Like there might be something on the other side of this, as opposed to it's just another piece of content, right? So anything you know about them, you can send in and dynamically create an experience.
Wow. I love it. So as far as video marketing goes, this is an amazing tool, and you have pretty much morphed since we last spoke with each other. And you have a grant too, right? Something came up where you get like some kind of small business loan, or fill me in on that. My memory is kind of foggy, but what happened there?
Yeah, so we entered a venture pitch competition down here in Florida through Rollins College. And it actually wasn't a grant. It was just straight $25K in cash, which, I'm sure rings to your ears. But we entered the pitch competition. It was about 3 months from start to finish. I think there were about 55, 60 teams that started originally. We made it to the semifinals of 16, and then we did the final pitch, and 2 other companies. And Mindstamp ended up taking home the big prize. Wow. So we were up against a space company and then a name, image, and likeness company, both of which are pretty cool and pretty unique. But as well as I do that video is hot and interactive video is just getting started. So that's really appealing to a lot of investors.
Yeah. So this was kind of like a Shark Tank kind of thing, right? Yeah. And you get the cash. That's awesome. Wow, Brett, that's holy cow, man.
Thank you.
You're like moving up. You're moving up, which is cool. I mean, your product is amazing. And, interactivity with video is just cool. I mean, for video marketers in general, having interactivity within your video content, increases sales. It boosts credibility. I mean, it just boosts overall conversions. It's a great tool to have. So has anything different happened with your product lately? Any new developments?
Oh yeah. I mean, since the last time we talked, we've enhanced it an absolute ton, right? Everything is fully brandable and stylable and movable on the screen right now. We've added something called conditional logic, which means you can show and hide or do different navigations based on a conditional statement, right? So if they clicked yes, if you ask a question, is your company above 10 people? They click yes, you can store that in a variable and then move them throughout the video based on that, show another question based on that, show a button based on that. So you can create these really powerful, both personalized and dynamic experiences, right? So take it back to the HubSpot example. If you know that their industry is finance, you can conditionally show or hide something based on that, right? Get our financial report, where versus if their industry is marketing, you can show the get marketing button as a result of that.
Oh.
So yeah, and going back to, the power of interactive video, as you said, you generally, as a video marketer, you have a goal in mind, right? And with traditional video, you typically hope they watch the video and then take that action on their own. Interactive video gives you that ability to put that button, put that hotspot, that question, whatever your goal is, right there in front of them, right? And let them take the action when it matters the most. So you're skipping that portion where you hope that they do something after the video and instead giving them the opportunity and encouragement right there in the video to help you reach your goal.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I'm going to act like a shark for a minute. Okay. I'm going to act like Mark Cuban or maybe Mr. Wonderful right now. All right. So what kind of the interactivity, what kind of bothers me, let's just put it that way, is that I can't post it up on social media. Right. So if I took my video and I had interactive video within a social media post, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, that's it. We're not there yet. Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, those platforms don't allow any sort of interactive video, right? We get a lot of people saying, why can't I post there? And generally my first question is, have you ever seen that? A lot of people think they're the first person to ever want to put an interactive video on Facebook, but those platforms just don't allow it right now, unfortunately. But, we have a lot of customers that will still share their stuff on social media, Facebook. You know how links open. It just opens right there in the app, and then the fully interactive video experience is there for you without even leaving the app. So it's not the native player, which would be ideal and gets you the most reach. But, we see a lot of success with people just posting either a little mini clip and then linking off to the interactive video experience, or just posting the link itself with an encouraging thumbnail that lets people click in and experience it. So
yeah, unfortunately, it's that double click, and that's a pain. I wish someday, if you're an advertiser in LinkedIn or Twitter, and you have the little button on your post, click here, act now, that kind of thing. That's the only interactivity that you can do right now with any kind of post on social media. But I cannot wait for the day. And I have a big feeling, Brett, that you're going to be the guy that proposes to these big social media companies, and you're actually going to have the platform that, that powers interactive video on social media. I think that's your next step. I think you're kind of hiding it at this point, but I think you're the dude.
Well, we are counting on the days. We would love to see that happen. You can imagine the power that would come with being able to natively interact with videos on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, what it is. So if anybody from one of those companies is listening, we're here and we're ready to make it happen. And I think we'd see massive results for everybody, not only in marketing, but training, education, anything, right? Just interactive video is just a fully different experience, an engaging experience compared to traditional video. So we're counting down the days.
It's good stuff. So I was playing around in your platform, and there are other, there's competitors out there. We talked about this before, and they keep popping up and popping up. There's one that you have to watch the whole video to get a prize in the end, which is really not interactive. And I guess it's kind of playing within the iframe kind of thing, right? Is this as far as technical, I guess it's kind of manipulating the iframe and causing elements to go in the iframe, but that's a whole different conversation. But there's a lot of competitors out there. Kiwio, ViewWorks is another one that kind of came across my mind here. HTML5, which is what we talked about before, but yours is easy to use. I kind of played around a little bit in the background on the back end of it. You gave me my account and I started playing around with it. So how easy is it? And I'm a professional. I'm a technical kind of person. I'm into video and I know what the next steps are. I design content, create content, which made your platform easy to use. But for the average person, how easy is it to use on a scale of 1 to 10? So if I was just to come in here, let's say 1 year I've been producing video, I want to create interactive content. I sign up for an account on your site. What's the next step? I mean, is it easy for me? Do I get training from you? How does that work?
Yeah, so we take a lot of pride in as making it as easy and accessible as possible, right? We're not trying to design this product for the experienced video producer like you. We're trying to design it for the layperson and allow them to add interactivity with little effort, little understanding of video editing. We're not a kind of heavy, complicated video editing tool. It's not timeline and clip based. We try to make it as simple as possible, and we give you one button for each interaction, right? So you're watching a video, you want to add a button, you press the add button. And then from there, it's really intuitive. And we get a lot of really good feedback. If you go look at our reviews on G2 or Capterra, for the most part, the echoing sentiment is, I can't believe I found them. It's a breath of fresh air. It's so simple. And after coming from other video products, I can't believe I just found them now. So we take a lot of pride in making it as simple as possible. And we have people, our customers are not necessarily video professionals, right? They're the average, the corporate training department at a corporation, or the marketing department at a small startup. We find that people can achieve their results pretty well with our interface.
Yeah, I love it. And that's the truth. I mean, that's not just like sales jargon. That's the absolute truth. I mean, you're talking to me. Yeah, you're talking to me, who's actually tried all of these. I'm a fan of Product Hunt. I don't know if you're familiar with producthunt.com, but I'm on this thing like every day. I have a feed. I look at all the new content that comes in, and interactive video seems to be like this big giant surge. And some of these apps, some of these platforms are not easy to use. I'm like, what is going on? This is like click, goodbye. And I come to your site, and it is super easy. I mean, it's not, you do pride yourself on this, and you're not just saying this, Brad. I mean, this is like really wholesome information, a whole, an application software that's, that's easy to use. And I agree with you 100%. So it's very, very cool.
Yeah. We had a good launch on Product Hunt. Actually, we were number 2 of the day and stayed up there for a while. And that brought a lot of new customers, good feedback. But in terms of competitors, touching on that real quick, this is something we said in the venture pitch competition. The question is always, there's competitors. Why can't somebody else build this? And where do you exist in there? And instead of that typical competition graph of, right, like low cost, high future functionality, the 4-quadrant graph that you're used to, we did a bell curve instead. And we think that we occupy that middle kind of 80% of the bell curve, where you're on the top end, you've got these agencies and really cool products like Wirewax. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
Yes,
they're
expensive.
Exactly. They're essentially a video agency. They create amazing content, but you're looking at $100,000 to do it, right? $100,000 in a couple months. So frame by frame, perfect editing. And then on the lower end, you've got tools like Vimeo, like you said, Facebook, that give you a simple one button, a call to action button. Wistia will give you some leads, but they're pretty simple, and they don't really offer the full, breadth of value that you'd need for an interactive business solution, right? And we occupy that middle 80% of giving you plenty of functionality, more functionality than most people use, but also keeping it simple. It's as simple to add a button on Mindstamp as it would be on Wistia or YouTube or anything like that. But we let people achieve their goals without needing to do that full agency or limiting them by the simpler tools there is.
And you're not crazy expensive either. You're not like this out of the range. You get your finger on the pulse of a very hungry market right now, Brett, and you're doing a great job of it. So we talked about this last time, and I don't believe it. Are you kind of like on your own doing this? Did you design? What is your background with this? How did you get started in this? I know we probably talked about this before.
Yeah, so we've got a small team now, and that really helps, but this originally started actually as a consumer app. It was a simple idea that I wanted to share videos with my friends and add comments on top, right? So you can watch it with me, but asynchronously. And that didn't really take off, but we got a couple agencies using it for video feedback, right? Instead of commenting on the Google Doc what times and things you want changed, just go ahead and comment on top of the video. And from there, we started adding questions. And once that interactivity was in, it all just fell into place. And we started following down the rabbit hole of what these businesses want, how do we help them achieve the outcomes that they want and collect the data that they need. And that's just followed up to where Mindstamp is today. And it's only getting more powerful.
Yeah, it is. You guys are just, and you're more confident too. I mean, I'm not gonna like put this in, but I see that you're more like last time we met, it was like very rigid, and now you're like, you have a little bit more confidence about you because you won this competition. First of all, your product is badass, and you know what your advantage is at this point. So I can sense a little bit more confidence in you, which is very, very cool. How old is your company again? How old are you guys?
We are about 3.5 years old, but we were that includes the transition from the consumer app. And I'd say we really launched our product to the public in late 2018, early 2019. And then it's really gotten to where it is today to become a powerful thing in early 2020.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool.
Touching real quick on the cost factors, one thing we try to do, one thing we pride ourselves on is you can use any video to be made interactive, right? It doesn't have to be content made specifically to be interactive with pauses or built-in buttons. Of course that helps, but not everybody has the resources to do that, right? And so we pride ourselves on letting you drop your videos in from Vimeo, Wistia, JW Player, Kaltura. If you have this existing video content, you can just drop the link right into Mindstamp, no downloading and re-uploading. And then in certain cases, we can pass those savings on to you, right? So if you self-host, we can discount your plan even further because that's our main point of cost. We love Vimeo, we love Wistia. These are great platforms that have been doing video hosting for a long time. That's not necessarily our bread and butter, although we do it well. So if you have a full video library on Vimeo, signing up for Mindstamp, get a discount. You can drop any of those videos in and just have them be there right away. It's awesome.
Sweet. Yes, you guys you're just killing it. You're absolutely just killing it. You're absolutely killing it. So as far as optimized for search, embedding, so obviously we have to embed our videos into our website, onto our web pages. Do you provide any sort of, because I know the Wistia player, they're really big on, when you embed that player in your on your website, they're really big on optimizing for search. I mean, it has all these, content in the back end that is searchable, is indexable by Google. I mean, can we do that through your platform too, or how does that work?
Yeah, we definitely provide, we provide SEO support. You can obviously control all the SEO aspects of your content, title, image, metadata, that kind of thing. But when you embed, certainly we provide as much information as possible, including if we have, say, a transcript of that video or even further information that you've entered, a closed caption, we provide that as well. So if you are aware of what you want to do, Mindstamp can definitely help you achieve that.
Yeah, I love it.
And the cool thing about embedding too is that, right, that your video stays up to date all the time. Once you embed it, you can come back into Mindstamp and edit it, add another button, change, add a pause, and it's going to automatically stay updated. You're not exporting and re-uploading and putting it somewhere again. So you can continually update your content and continually get value from it.
That's useful. I like that a lot. Yeah, there was another player that
exports.
Yeah, that's nice, because I know that when I had another platform that I was reviewing, and I actually had to go in and copy the embed code after I made the changes and went back to the website. So that's, and had to embed that new code into the website. So if this is changed within your dashboard on your product, if it's changed within the dashboard, it automatically changes on the website without doing any coding or embedding as far as the website goes. Wow,
yeah,
that's good.
You put it on there, and people use that for all sort of things, right? If they have a special offer running, they want to add a button for the 20% off coupon that's only valid for a month, and then they'll remove it. Or they'll correct some information in the video, right? Say something's out of date, they can add a little pause and say, hey, actually, this is what it is now. So it really saves you time, effort, and money to amend your video content, improve it, enhance it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm still recording this, but I'm going to use snippets, here and there. But again, this is just a conversation. So did we do, in the past, did we do like a discount for my listeners, for my audience? Did we kind of work something out on that? Oh, I think we did, right?
Yeah. We have a code. So if you enter DV show at checkout, you get 20% off any plan for life.
For life. All right, cool. I actually forgot about that, to be honest with you. It was a time when COVID and we were like shutting down and priorities were different. And now that we're getting back on track. So I'm really sorry that I didn't include that, but we're going to make you, so we reopened our download vault, right? So we've been doing this podcast for 16 years. The download vault is one of our popular, when people listen to the podcast, they come to the website and they sign up for an account. So we're going to put you in the download vault for life. We're going to have your icon there and a little description of what you do and the discount that you're offering. And I don't know why we didn't do that in the past. And again, our staff was kind of whittling down. I was getting like nervous with COVID and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to do it this time.
So that's incredible. Congratulations.
I know. Look at me. I'm so old now. I look at myself in the video and I'm like, holy cow, man, I'm getting old. I'm losing my hair. What the hell? It's all good. What else was I going to say? Yeah. So, okay. So we'll include you in the download vault, like as a lifetimer, cause the download vault changes like week by week. It shows the 2 products that we show. And then below that it's, everyone who has a discounted offer that they offer, our listeners, and we'll include you in that and put you in that for good.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Am I still able to log in too, or let's see? Yeah, I think I am. I'm good to go.
Yep.
All right. And I think I'll do like a tutorial or something and highlight this interview and show people how to use it. Because our last podcast was all about video marketing and selling products, creating product videos. And we had 2 products that we mentioned in the vault. Yours wasn't one of them, but we're going to have another show and we'll mention you in that as well. So it's good stuff.
Right.
So.
Product videos, perfect example, right? You want to give them that chance to buy now. Another thing we see a lot of right now is kind of choose your own adventure style videos, right? Yeah. Stringing videos together. That's good for both marketing and product videos, right? We've got a customer or a client that, their CEO introduces themselves and says, "Hey, what are you interested in today?" Has a couple products pick up on the screen. They click one, it's going to change to that video seamlessly. Now you're looking at that product. And all that data is captured on the back end, right? So you can see the exact path of where people are going from that original video. 75% chose product A. And then from product A, 45% went to B or C, right? So we're seeing a lot of cool and unique ways to sell and market right now as well.
Yeah, that's very cool. It's very cool. I enjoy following you, Brett. We're on LinkedIn, we're connected, and your stuff is always exciting. So my last question is this: when am I going to get a T-shirt? When am I going to get that cool T-shirt? Can I have one? Send me one. I want one. I would wear it.
You can certainly have one. We'll get you one. No doubt.
All right, cool. I'll email you my
address.
And a hat
if you'll wear that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got some cool hats.
All right. I'll do that. I'll do that. Very cool. All right, my friend. I'll edit this up and feature you sometime. Like Sam was on the show like 4 months ago. Right. And he was just featured like last week. I mean, you and Sam seem like you're connected on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Sam are connected. Sam's a cool guy. I like Sam a lot. And he's doing awesome things with Testimonial Hero. He's really crushing it.
Yeah.
But
he's crushing
if you need help creating some little clips or tutorials or whatnot to overlay into this, let me know. I'm kind of an expert at that these days.
Yeah. Cool. So all right. I'll get back in touch with you on that one. I think we're going to highlight you on one show, on one podcast, just like do the whole thing. And maybe like do a comparison podcast, like with the other products, like Kiwio. I don't know if you're familiar with Kiwio, but I'm playing around with that. And they're basically based in Switzerland, so they don't want anything to do with anyone in the U.S.
Oh, really?
You guys are better.
I just recently was made aware of them. Somebody came and said they were offering a lifetime deal and wanted to know if we could match it. And the answer is no. There, a lot of people not sure how companies can sell lifetime deals to video, which is an expensive asset, right? As you know, to store and stream and whatnot. Yeah. So, best luck to Kiwio. Everybody has their own. Came to you? Yeah, AppSumo's knocked a couple of times, but we're just not there yet, Yeah,
they take 75%, FYI.
Yeah, I mean,
your sales, they take 75%. I don't think I want to, don't go there. So
yeah, you can very, very easily get deep into the red there. So we're happy. We're focused on high quality customers too. As a high quality customer makes up for 15 to 20 low quality customers who have a lot of needs. So we welcome everybody, but not necessarily interested in the $50 lifetime deal that AppSumo would produce.
No, good idea.
But
you're a smart man.
Everybody's got their own take on interactive video, and we love to see different interpretations and styles. So the more the merrier, in my opinion.
Very cool. So when are you going to go up on Shark Tank? Have you applied yet? I'm serious, Brett. Go up on Shark Tank. No, you should go. You should get some funding from these guys.
Do they do software these days?
Yeah. So do you watch Shark Tank at all? Do you watch this show?
Yeah, I've watched hundreds of hours of Shark Tank.
Yes, I love Shark Tank. So Mr. Wonderful, maybe Cuban would pick this up. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Yeah. So there's a couple of products that I'm into right now. One of them is Warm Welcome. I don't know if you've ever heard of this product, but you like record a video and you talk to your audience and you say, "Hey, I'm going to ask you guys a question. I want you to reply back." And then they see the video, and then on the bottom, they can text you, they can send you an email, or they can reply back with an audio or video. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. This is interactive, right? And it goes back and forth through email. When they send a video, when they send an audio, it gives you all of these, replies and automated responses and whatnot. And all of a sudden I get Mr. Wonderful comes on and answers the question. I'm like, what the hell? Come to find out,
way.
Mr. Wonderful is Boston based, which is, about 20 minutes away from here. He apparently lives here and he owns this company. He bought it because they presented, I guess, on Shark Tank. So yeah, I mean, going back to context, I'm serious, man. Apply for this on Shark Tank. You probably, you have lots of eyeballs on your product. And if you don't get a deal, you win either way, right?
Maybe you'll give it a shot. I would love to do that. Quick
I'll
plug,
nominate you, okay?
Mindstamp can definitely do that too. Collect the video and audio response. You can ask that. That's really useful in kind of customer service or customer facing roles, right? Where you want to see how somebody would respond. You don't want them to just type in, sorry, we messed up your order. You want to measure that tone and context.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then you've got more specialized products. Like, have you seen Video Ask by Typeform?
Yes.
I believe it's by Typeform.
Yes.
That's an awesome product, designed for a very specific case, but interactive video is just getting started, and we're going to see even more cool products pop up like this as time goes on. So we're here for it.